Hey, what's up, guys? Really excited to show you guys this today. I've been waiting for the reviews to come out, and the sun hasn't even finished rising, and already we are getting immense backlash from the fans to the Rings of Power creators and Amazon. And we're going to go through a couple of these reviews today. I've been waiting to read some of these. Now, the first one I see, it says, I love it. Reminds me a lot of the Silmarillion. 5 stars. Is it perfect to the lore? No. I mean, that's usually enough for me, and that's really enough for Tolkien scholars and Tolkien fans everywhere, but it says no. But neither were Peter Jackson's movies, that's a fair point, and those were great. Same thing here, good acting, no. I'm sorry, that's just wrong. The acting's absolutely terrifying. It's horribly bad. Pretty decent writing? No, not at all. The writing's even worse because the actors and actresses are failing to act their parts and read their lines correctly because the lines are just awful. And stunning visuals. Yeah, that's about the only thing it has going for it. Honestly, don't have much to complain about. It's not perfect, but it is a quality show. They're trying to be fair, but to give it 5 stars, I mean, they're saying it's not perfect, so why are they giving it a perfect score? You know, they're saying, oh, is it perfect to the lore? No. But you know what? I'm just going to give it a 5-star rating because I'm such a fair reviewer, right? Yeah, okay. Now, and then we got more from Jason. Being Tolkien purist, I decided to give the show a chance, understanding that they did not have the rights to certain material. The material that they have the rights to is not the show aside from a few characters. I suggest giving this a pass. It's a waste of time viewing. Already you're seeing some extremely negative reviews. It's just flat out 1 star. I gave it a chance. Let's read another one. Alan Treschler, boring. Way too much soap. They have washed away the main ideas written by a master, by endless digressions and adulterations to the old original books. Boring. Yes, it's true. Tolkien wrote a historically impactful series of novels. It's impacted culture and filmmaking for years to come. It's sprouted a plethora of wonderful ideas. But J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay, they just don't understand this. And it shows in their writing team. It shows with their directing team. Their whole film crew, they're uninterested. The actors uninterested. Unchoreographed fight scenes, awful storytelling all around. The reveal in episode 6 at the end was just horrible. With the creation of Mount Doom for the stupidest reason ever. Got another one, but from Big Steve, 2 stars. Oh, a little bit generous, are we? Ridiculous storyline and fake history spoil what could have been a great show. This is true. Having read Tolkien for years, this is not Tolkien. It's Tolkien-like, but not the real thing. Too many made-up characters and casting based on unrelated criteria. It feels like a very expensive, cheap knockoff. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these guys, everyone's mad. Everyone's very upset. I mean, I think, just for reference, I think you can't see it here, so I'll pull it over to the side for you really quick. But you guys notice, it says 19,000 right here. 19,000. That's about 1,000 more than yesterday. If you look at my video prior, you'll see that I took a screenshot of yesterday's reviews, which were about 18,000 something. So we've got more reviews today. This is the day after the release of Rings of Power. So I'll pull that over to the side once more. Gotta remember where my mouse is. There we go. All right, back to the reviews. Okay, so we got a couple more that I want to read before I end the video, but this is going to be great. So M. Ben Gali, I hope that I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Badly written, beach-tell-tested entertainment. Ooh. A show written by amateurs and not true to Tolkien. This show has some good CGI special effects, but overall, a badly realized fantasy series. Yes, it really is. I mean, if you took away all of the sweeping shots, think about it. Took away all of the sweeping, amazing CGI shots in the Rings of Power, and you were just left with what the rest of the show is, it's really not that interesting at all. And the CGI shots sometimes don't even help with the interesting factor anyway. But then you've got the 2-star review by David. Are you the king that was promised? Yup. End scene. That's basically what happens. Are you the king that was promised? Yeah. I mean, he literally just says yes. That's actually his line. He's like, yes. And then everyone's like, yay, the king. And then she's all happy. Everyone's happy. Best they didn't drag out such an uninspiring moment. Yeah. I'm glad they didn't either. In fact, they didn't let anything drag out, really. They rushed through everything. That's something else to mention about episode 6. The worst thing about it, I think, is the time hopping. It was just the most annoying thing. It's like, how are all of these things happening in such a short amount of time? But I mean, that's the way they went with it. And apparently they worked on this for 4 years. This was an ending that they planned out for such a long time. But man, the journey to get there and the way they got there was a failure, at least in my opinion. Will this review be deleted too? That's someone who's aware of what Amazon's been doing with the reviews. This is a kind of a test to see if Amazon will delete my 1-star review again for good measure. Here is my sincere opinion of the series. Rings of Power seriously perverts the world of J.R.R. Tolkien, to the point I can't physically get through an episode of whatever this is. Sometimes I'll force myself to watch an episode, or watch some of an episode, only so I can later watch the many YouTube channels satirizing and ridiculing it. It is as a kind of group therapy for the damage this program has done to our collective psyche. Yes, I agree 100% with you. That is exactly what the show has done. It has traumatized us all, given us horrible forms of PTSD. This is definitely group therapy to talk about it. I love talking about it on my channel, and I hope to be able to continue to talk about it in that way. And it's really nice to see that the audiences who watch the show are pushing back. Amazon is finally allowing these reviews to come in, and they're not happy about it. I mean, if you look at this, you'll see that it's 3.2 out of 5 stars. Ooh, lots of 2 stars, lots of 1 stars. Ooh, the very large amounts of negative reviews across the board. I mean, it's basically a 50-50 at this point, but they want to put it up as a 3-star. Fine. I think it's way less than that. I think it's one of the worst fantasy series I've ever seen. It's the worst a lot of other people have ever seen. People who were really hyped about it have been extremely disappointed. The influencers who were hyping it up, they're not even watching it. One of the influencers went on TikTok or Instagram live one day and just said that she was watching House of the Dragon. She would rather watch House of the Dragon than Rings of Power, even though she was hyping it up in the UK during that interview. So you can see that there's just this widespread disdain for the show and for the creators who are being really silent. I think that's actually the best decision with things that they've been saying about the Eagles and the plot hole that they fixed unintentionally. Oh, I wish we were that smart, haha, even though they're really not that smart at all, and they've shown it with their inability to create what Jackson was able to emulate to the best of his ability and help bring to life what Tolkien created for readers all over the world. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Like and share this video, subscribe, click that notification bell, and I will see you all next time.